How's it going? Matt with Ask.Audio, and I'm here with Henrik, and we're taking a look at Softube's Console 1. And I know everyone's excited to hear about some of the new features coming to Mark II of this.
Yeah, it is exciting. Yeah, there are two big news when it comes to Console 1. First of all, Console 1 has been a really big success for us, and since it came out 3 years ago. So we've been able to push down manufacturing costs quite significantly. So the entire system drops from $849 to $499.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a 40% price drop. It's permanent. It's not a campaign. It's the permanent new price, $499. So that includes the hardware, the software, and the SSL 4000 console emulation that we made. So with gate, EQ, compressor, and the saturation that you get from overdriving the console. So that's all included for $499. And then there's a second piece of news, which has to do with the fact that if you're not happy entirely with only being able to use the SSL, you can expand the system and use other plugins with it. Up until now, you've only been able to use other Softube plugins, so you could call in any Softube EQ or compressor or gate. But now that expands to also include a select number of universal audio plugins.
And I saw yesterday, it's quite a big number of those universal audio plugins.
In total, there's, including the Softube ones, there are over 60 plugins now. I think there's 38 of the UAD plugins. So you get stuff like Chandler, well, the Chandler stuff that we made, but also API, Harrison, Teletronics, Universal Audio's Precision series are in there. So not each and every plugin, but a quite good number, and we will we'll add some more plugins in the future. Yeah.
I guess mostly the ones that make sense to work with the control surface.
Exactly, obviously. They need to make sense. They need to complete the selection you could get from Softube in a good way. And yeah, so...
Could you just quickly talk us through and maybe show us, how that gets integrated?
Absolutely. So, well, first of all, you don't have to map or anything. It's all pre-mapped if you own Console 1 and an Apollo or Satellite with UAD plugins. So no mapping necessary. You just connect the stuff. And for example, if you want to switch EQ from the SSL, we'll hold Shift, press EQ. That calls up a list of all the equalizers you have installed on the system. So right now we have each and every Softube EQ, because we're luckily employed by Softube, so we get to use any Softube EQ. But if you scroll down, you will see that here's a nice list of Universal Audio plugins as well. So as I mentioned, you have the API, Chandler, Harrison, the Poltex, as a few examples. Same thing if you go over to the compressor department. You'll see all the Softube stuff, of course, but you will also be able to scroll down and get Fairchild, the Teletronics LA2, LA3.
So it looks like, the big boys are all there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a really good selection of absolutely top-tier plugins that you're getting.
Well, that's truly amazing, and it feels really sturdy. It feels amazing to get your hands on it, and it's kind of nice that it's not just a random control surface with, here's 16 buttons you can map yourself. I like that it's very focused. I get my hands on it, and everything is pre-mapped, everything works. It just works, so it's really fantastic. I'm really excited to get my hands on it. We'll have a review unit really soon over at Ask.Audio headquarters. So thanks a lot, Henrik. Really pleasure.
Thank you very much. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you, Ask.Audio viewers. Take care.
Thanks.